Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's going to be a bit of a different video. So basically I got my first placement. Technically I got 2 placements. I've always had placements before, but none really that I really liked too much. Now I have a couple of songs which are good. So in this video, I'm just going to basically break down the beat to one of the songs, and then basically tell you how I got the placement, and basically some of the things I learned during it. So if you're new here, follow me on Instagram at myhzy, subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, that is pretty much it. So let's get into it. Right, so I'm just going to go to Spotify. So these are the songs that I produced. So one was called Starbucks, and one was called January 20.
Yeah, why'd I even write back? Ignoring you a life hack. Yeah, you don't know I'm a sucker for the nightcap. Yeah, how many times had I seen you cry? Swear to God, we never figured out by 25. That was a lie.
So yeah, so both these songs are sort of like guitar songs. It's sort of the style that I've been working with, like these sort of artists, like the emo guitar trap artists. So I'm basically just gonna break it down. Yeah, so let's get into it. So basically what I did is I just started with this guitar sample, and this is actually off Splice. Shout out Splice. So it's sort of like a pop punk sort of post-hardcore guitar, and I just took out 200 hertz, which is pretty standard. Threw on this ozone imager, which is free, so go get this. These are the settings I always use. Last thing I did was just threw RC retro color on it. I literally do this with all my melodies, and I don't know why. And that is pretty much it for the melody. I didn't add no counter melody or anything. So the next thing we have is the drums. So these drums are all in my new drum kit, which is called 808. So if you want in these drums, go get it. Starting with this 808 here. And on this, I've just routed it to a bus with overdrive on it. And these are my settings if you want in them. Then just normal kick and clap, whatever. For the hi-hats, I have this pattern going on. Just a little like 32 note at the beginning, at both the beginnings. I think that just makes the drums come in a bit harder. And then we just layered that with this kick pattern. And then I've just got these 2 transitions, which are also in my drum kit. So we got this little like swipe one, which I just put on the beginning and then on the beginning of the verses. I've realized with like beats like this how important transitions are. This just sounds so much better with the transition. And then the last thing I got is this little push to click thing, which you've probably heard a million times. And then a riser. So all together we've got... That is pretty much it for the beat. So with the vocals,
why'd I even write back? Ignoring you a life hack. Yeah, you don't know I'm a sucker for the nightcap. Yeah, you know you could probably get me right back. Yeah, Lord knows you a bitch trying to entice me. Yeah.
And yeah, that is pretty much it for the beat. I tried adding these like additional bells, I guess, because they're in here. Basically making like this song and the other song I made me realize how simple beats can be. So I basically wrote down some tips what I would do if I was trying to find and maybe get my first placement. So the first one would be finding artists on SoundCloud. So I was actually doing this for a while. So what you can do is if you're wanting to find like brand new people that are on the come up, you can go to SoundCloud. Think of like a good producer on YouTube. So like for example, I really like Next Learn Beats. Basically all the people that will have bought his beats would have put them on SoundCloud. So you can literally just type in prod Next Learn and go to, I guess you could just do this month so you know they're still doing stuff. And these are all people that have bought his beats, so you know this is sort of the style that you will be making. And these are all artists that you can work with. And there's basically that guy's Instagram, his YouTube, and whatever. So this way you can easily find artists that are in the same sort of style than you. So you can literally just go through all these and just DM them, really. Then my second tip would be messaging on Instagram. For some reason, I think this is like super underrated. Most artists that I've messaged seem to reply. So that would be my second tip. Third is messaging on SoundCloud. We've already got that. Fourth would be adding a beat number to beats and the BPM. So if we're just going to my sent Labrador Puppy Inquiry. So if I just go into some of these, I basically send them all, as you can see there, with like a name and a number. So that number correlates to the session. So that's the title of the beat and the BPM, and that is the session. So 3038. So I'll just go 3038. And there's the project file if he ever wants to change anything or you need it for any reason. So that's basically what I include. BPM is very important. The artists will want this sometimes for like some auto-tune plugins, ask for BPMs and stuff like that. Number 5 is finding what keys they sing and rap in. So if they're sort of a big artist, you can go to this website here called TuneBat. So for example, my artist Nate, shout out Nate, I could just go here and there's basically all the keys that he's worked in. If the majority of the song's in G minor, there's no point in making a song in C major. And if they are a smaller artist, you can get this plugin called Key Finder and just basically download one of the songs. So for example, here's the song that I did, and you can just pull that in there, run batch analysis, and that is basically the key of the song, so you know to make in this key. And then my final tip is basically simplicity. So you basically saw how simple this beat was. It was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was literally 6 tracks excluding like the transitions. So just keep it simple. If the melody is good, then they'll probably use it. And I think that is pretty much it. I got both these placements I sent a bunch of emails out with beats like literally like 6 months ago. Hid nothing for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden a guy was like, hey, that's a cool beat, and then it's turned into a song. So you never know when your first placement's going to be. You just need to send them out. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Right guys, so that has been it for the video. Hopefully this helps you a little bit on getting your first placement. Follow me on Instagram at myhzy and subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's pretty much been it. Thanks for watching.